Hello everybody and welcome back to Hyrule Kings. This is day 112 of my Persona 5 Day Tracker. Today we start off with Projo hanging out with Yusuke as we decide to, read a book with them. And then we go play, shogi with, Hifumi. So we increase our intelligence and do all that. Noble decides to play darts with Morgana and Ryuji to max out their, darts abilities. And we're very happy with ourselves. And then we go read a book. Then we go over to Kindly Joe, who hangs out with Makoto to talk about her worries about her friend. And we see Makoto make a friend. Good for her. Very happy for her. So we give her like a virtual head pat. And then we go hang out with Oya to, talk to her and make sure she's okay. And we pretend to be lovers. So we do that. We leave. And then we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out with Anne today. Hey, Anne, how are you doing? So after we have a nice meal with her, we head on off, then go, change fate. Well, not yet, but, we stop this, Chichilla from scamming this lady, so we get our quest. Then we go over to Charmer, who, goes and finish off the palace today. So, after getting a bit of lore and seeing, Futaba get her trauma dump, we decide to help her beat her shadows and her trauma as we help her awaken to her persona. So, after we defeat her evil mom, we see her have a bit of a realization and we get our new party member. But we have to leave, so we barely escape the palace alive as it starts collapsing around us. So, after Anne beats up Yusuke, we decide to go check on Futaba. She's not doing so well, so we have Takemi help us out. And Takemi makes sure to take care of her, but after that, we try to convince Sojoro we're not crazy, we make sure Futaba's okay, and then we go read a book to end off the day. So, we're very happy with ourselves, and all that kind of stuff. Then we go over to Ren, who hangs out with Ryuji, getting all his stuffs done. And, then we go work at the Crossroads, and, to work on getting some of those job quests done. So, now that we got some free time and all that, we do that. Thank you all for watching. Hey everybody, welcome back to Hyrule Kings. This is day 114 of my Persona 5 Day Tracker. So we start off with Projo playing darts with Yusuke and, Anne to increase their darts skills. And then we go hang out with Oya to pretend to be lovers and to increase our charm. Well, not really, but we just hang out with her because she's nice and all that kind of stuff. Then we go hang out with Noble, who goes hang out with Anne today. So, Noble wanted to increase his kindness, and, Anne's a party member, so might as well get some of these social links done. So, after Anne gets kind of chewed out for being pretty, we leave. And then we go hang out with Akechi, as we got our charm requirement, so we play dress up. We bully him a little bit, and then we leave. Thank you, Akechi. Nice to see you. Then we go over to Kindly Joe, who hangs out with Makoto again. As might as well. Makoto's nice, and we wanted to help her out with her problems, so we do that, and then we read a book. Very happy. Then we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out with Anne as well, to increase their social link and, to see Anne pose and show off. We are very happy for her, but, things happen, and she gets bullied a little bit. So, after we come help her out, we go eat a big burger. We like a burger, so we eat our burger and are very happy with our burger. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Takemi today to get some better medicine and all that kind of stuff. So we get a request and then we go watch a movie. Then we go over to Ren, who also hangs out with Anne. Everybody likes Anne today, so after we confront the mean lady, we see Anne show off and pose. But, after we're done with that, we have a cute moment with her on the Ferris wheel as we love her. Well, at least Ren does, so we're very happy about that. And then we go home. Thank you all for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Hyrule Kings. This is day 115 of my Persona 5 Day Tracker. We start off with Projo hanging out with Yusuke to, talk about what he wants to do with his art career. He gets an offer to sell his artwork for, big monies, but he denies it as he doesn't want to do it just for art. And then we'll go hang out with Hifumi today. We're going to get a lot of Hifumi today, so we say hi to her, we see how she's doing, we get a bit of intelligence, and we leave. Then we go over to Noble, who hangs out with Ryuji, and then goes hang out with Hifumi to help her with her personal problems and her getting bullied. So we help her out with that. We get a bit of intelligence, and we are very happy with ourselves. So with that, then we go over to Kindly, who plays some billiards and then hangs out with Kawakami. Kawakami gets some rest at our place, and she is, nice, and so we help her out. Then we go over to Gutsy, who does some Mementos quests. There's a lot to do in Mementos, so we got a lot of quests to do. So we got a lot of them done. Get a good amount of XP, money, all the stamps, and all that kind of stuff. So we make our way through, and then we go read a book. Then we go to Charmer, who, hey, eats a big burger. He has a big burger. So then we go to play billiards. Hey, thank you for the book. Then we go over to Red, who hangs out with Yusuke today, as we, act as a model for him. Thank you, Yusuke. It's great to see you, buddy. So we do our thing. We get a bit of Emperor Arcana unlocked, and then we go help Ifumi, as, we're nice. So we go help her out. We hang out, we talk, and we get a bit of intelligence. So then we go to Lazy, who hangs out with Kawakami after taking a nap. So after all that, we end it for the day, and I thank you all for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Hyrule Kings. It's day 116 on my Persona 5 day tracker. Today we start off with Projito hanging out with Kasumi. Kasumi is playing baseball, but struggling a little bit. But we give her some motivation and try and help her out. We get the fake maxed out rank for her and decide to leave. So that's that. Then we go go make some coffee. Thank you. Then we go over to Noble, who hangs out with Yusuke, and then hangs out with Sojiro. To get some social stats and, all that kind of stuff. We get another hint about Futaba. Well, now that we know who she is, it's not really a hint. Then we go over to Noble, who hangs out with Makoto. Noble really likes a smart girl, so he's really a big fan of Makoto. So we hang out and then play billiards. We get some nice stuff, and then we, make our way out. Then we go over to Kindly, who hangs out with Takemi today. So we help calm her nerves and all that stuff, so we do that such thing. And then we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out with Jahia today. She is nice, so we just hang out with her, and then go over to Red, to Charmer, who does some Mementos quests, as we just decided to get a lot of these done. So we go through all the Mementos quests, getting some treasure, getting some money, and all that kind of stuff. We also get some stamps, so we're pretty happy with ourselves and getting things done. We get a lot of these quests done. We had a massive backlog of these, so as there's nothing else to do, we just get these done. Very proud of ourselves on the back. And, get all that kind of stuff. Also get a few items and a few books. So, yeah, we're very happy and get that done. Very, very done. So, get a lot of levels and a lot of that. So, yeah, this is a good amount of what we do today, and we beat these battles easily and then make some tools. Then we go over to Red, who, plays a video game and then hangs out with, to do the fake lovers thing. Thank you all for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Hyrule Kings. It's day 117 on my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off with Projito playing darts, as we wanted to max out Morgana and Ryuji's dart scores. So we do that, and then we go hang out with Mishima. We haven't seen him in a little while, but, he doesn't change much, as he's still a weirdo and a loser. So we go bully his shadow for a little bit, as he's being weird. So we do that. We convince him to try and be a better person. Then we go over to Noble, who plays billiards. So we're very happy about that. And then Noble calls on Kawakami to get some, cleaning stuff done. So very happy about that. Then we go over to Kindly, who hangs out with Ryuji today to get, things done with the track team and help them out with their problems. So after Ryuji gets his butt kicked, we, comfort him, and then we read a book. Then we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out with Makoto. Makoto talks to her friend to try and discuss what she saw earlier of her friend working at a bar. And, we do all that kind of stuff. Then we go hang out with Oya to do the fake lovers thing. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Takami to help her out with her problems and all that kind of stuff, as we tell her that she's good. Then we go change fate with Chihia. So we do that. We start our deal with her. Then we go over to, Red, who plays a game, and we end it for today. Thank you all for watching. Welcome, everybody. This is day 118 of my Persona 5 Day Tracker. Today, we're starting off with Projo hanging out with Yusuke, as Yusuke wanted to, get some help on his moral decisions, and to figure out what he wants to draw next, and, what art really means to him. So we help him out with that with the rest of the Phantom Thieves. Then we go hang out with Hifumi today. Hey, Hifumi, great to see you. So, we see how she's doing, we help her out with her stuff, and then we go see Noble, who hangs out with Anne today, and goes visit the shrine. And then he goes call Kawakami to work as his maid, because he did not get his morality cleared. And then we go over to Kindly, who hangs out with the Phantom Thieves and plays some darts, and then hangs out with Akechi. Then we go over to, Gutsy, who works at the flower shop, and then hangs out with Iowa, starting his social link. Great to see you, Iowa. So we talk to him, we figure out some stuff with that, and then we go over to, Charmer, who hangs out with Ryuji, and then Mishima. Mishima shows off his cool weapon, and we see him get bullied. Rightfully so, but, we comfort him, so forth. Then we go over to, Ren, who hangs out with Yusuke today to help him break into Madarami's house and figure out some moral stuff, as he really didn't know what to do with his life, so we kind of comforted him through all that. And then we go hang out with Hifumi again. Hifumi gets a bit of trouble with her mom. We help her comfort her with that. And then we see Lazy hang out with Kawakami. Kawakami's in the hospital, so Lazy hangs out with her and comforts her. We also confront the jerks, and I thank you all for watching. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Iron King. Today 119 on my Persona 5 Day Tracker. We start off with Projo hanging out with Yusuke today, as Yusuke wanted to go into the metaverse to, discuss a few things, and then we go hang out with Yoshida. Hey, Yoshida, great to see you. So we talk to him, see how he's doing, we talk politics and all that, and we get a bit of charm, so we head on out, and then we go over to Noble, who hangs out with Kasumi today. Hey, Kasumi, so we get a bit of bento made by her. She's not a great cook, but we appreciate her trying, so we do that. We help motivate her to try again, and then we go bully Mishima for a little bit, as he wanted to try and be cool, so, we see how he's doing. We see him get bullied by somebody else, and we had to comfort him a little bit, but we realize he's a crazy person, so we go into the metaverse to go bully his shadow. So then we go over to Kindly, who, works at 777 to increase his charm and make his way into learning the job mementos quest. We also work at the Crossroads for the same reason. Then we go over to Gutsy, who goes hang out with Takami and romances her. As unlike the Weekend, he knows how to romance a girl, so yeah, he does so. After getting his bag, he goes hang out with Chihia to go change fate and help this girl figure out her own problems. So we do that, and we're very happy with ourselves. Thank you, Chihia. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Makoto today to progress her social link and do all that kind of stuff to help her with her personal problems. And then we read a book. Then we go over to, Ren, who hangs out with Kasumi today, maxing out her social link, or at least a fake maxed out for now. So we do that, we say goodbye, and then we read a book. Thank you all for watching.